Wow. Yeah, we were there last night, actually, with Krista and Brendan from
never got a text.
From the beer tasting.
See how it is. Gotcha.
Looks good.
We know where we stand.
Well, at least you know now.
Well, that's half the battle.
Let's just get that out there.
I don't have the wherewithal to be like, I got to text 15 different people. Hey, here's where we're going. Also,
who are the people I do a beer podcast with that would probably have a tremendous interest in this?
Fair point.
Gosh, I'd rather go with these people. I like them better.
Okay, I'm a dick. I get it.
We should bring it up.
You had brought up something else that we were going to talk about, which was business professionalism.
Yes,
okay.
we'll bring that up as well.
All right, we'll talk about that. All right.
You guys just saw the...
Welcome to this episode of Planning Out the Episode.
Yeah, while we're getting into the episode.
And Facebook posts.
Oh, God. Jim's addiction, his guilty pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Scrolling through Facebook groups.
Pull it up.
Finding the worst possible
All right, listeners, I need you to go on the page and leave just like ranting reviews with no punctualization just for Jim.
I'm going to start doing that just to mess with him. We'll start texting him that way. Hey, man, did you see the thing the other day? It was pretty wild. I don't know if you saw that, but it's pretty cool. Did you see that?
I think it's kind of funny.
Really good. I like.
I'm mainly the one from who basically started out with, general good grammatical approaches and stuff like that, and then it just evolves into nothing but all caps. Just totally
they get mad
screaming
while they're typing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
activate caps lock anger.
I am sick and tired of being passed by other cars, PAST, while following the speed limit in Nolensville. It's 30 miles per hour, people. 4 exclamation points. You think you are getting ahead, but in reality, you are not. Where is NPD? Haven't seen one all day, especially this time of day. And where are you, WCSD? You do have the right to write speeding tickets. 5 exclamation points. You all know who you are. So I'm going to stop it. I mean, that's the rest of the post.
I love that.
It goes from those like, I am sick and tired of being passed by other cars. Yeah.
Rant! All here in my head right now is ludicrous. Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way.
Here we are again.
Speaking of hip hop, I've been getting into hip hop again. I've been listening to some good stuff. The Prof. Have you ever listened to Prof?
I saw him the other month.
Really?
Yeah.
Talented guy. Weird stuff, but talented. And then the latest one I found is this guy, Ohene Savant. Holy crap, that dude is talented.
Ohene Savant.
O-H-O'-H-E-N-E Savant.
Oh,
really good. Does his own instruments, does bass, guitar, keyboard, plus does his own writing, all the flow, and his production. Dude's on it.
All right, I'm check him out on the way home.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I forget. I'll find which one is my favorite, and I'll tell you.
A buddy of mine, I used to play in a band with when I was in high school. He was like the guitar player in high school.
You went to a small high school.
Yeah, I went to a big one, but it's like there's always like the one. We had the one bass player, the one notable guitar player who was really good.
Okay, so
and I was the
only one that played guitar. He was the only one that was good.
Right.
Gotcha.
He was the shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he introduced me to a band called Jellosick.
Jellosick.
You ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
Oh, there was a band called Green Jello.
Yeah.
No, Jelusick.
Isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Danny Carey was drummer for that.
Oh, this is Danny Carey. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Same generation.
We haven't even introduced our podcast yet. We're just rolling.
No?
We're just rolling. It's the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Sounds like, who's the guy that made it off of
Name a random 80s hair band. Yes, it does.
It has that kind of feel to
American, Who's Got Talent? What was there was, not Who's Got Talent, The Voice. What is that? I don't know.
it. Are you thinking Crush Daughtry?
Green
Yes,
Jelly was...
Daughtry.
That was American Idol.
Yeah,
Green
that's
Jelly
what.
had Maynard in it, too.
Really?
Maynard, James Keaton, Danny Carey, past members.
Green Jelly?
Only as a, like...
I don't know. I'm on Wikipedia,
Yeah, they weren't the regulars, but they came in and did some stuff.
Oh, wow.
They were the pre-Tool.
Green Jelly was.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the members of Tool did some stuff.
Because they did
cameos.
3 Little Pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a great song. I love that.
Little pig, let me in.
And the stop motion video.
Yeah, all the claymation.
Mm-hmm.
Claymation.
You remember that one, Carly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to go home and watch all this stuff and be like,
Joe Russo.
Guys are freaking morons.
so welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast. We are just diving into the tales prior to the ales.
It's third episode.
It is third episode, which normally means random chaos and other conversations ensuing.
Yes.
I'm excited to try this. So this was one of our listeners, Anthony, got me this.
Thank you, Anthony.
He's awesome.
Yes.
Always
Our
does this
Always,
for us.
multiple times.
Flying Machine Brewing Company's Moments in Between. Hazy IPA.
Ooh.
I love the can. I love the can art. That's just cool stuff, like a cool mosaic, which
And that's an interesting, like,
I realized I kind of stepped on.
I'd like to talk about
can.
appearances at some point during this episode. That's an interesting take on it. You like the way the can looks. What drew your eye?
It's actually on grid paper too, which is kind of weird. Anyway, so yeah, it's a Hazy IPA. I'm excited to try that. Sorry. Third episode.
You're not going to answer this question?
What was the question?
What drew your eye to the...
Oh, I thought you said you're interested in what drew you eye. I didn't realize. Yeah, what drew my eye to it? The colorful,
Chaotic, artistic.
big expanse, little image, so it naturally pulls you in.
draws the eye?
And that's definitely the most busy and colorful portion of the can, so it gets your attention.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of times when I buy random beer, it's because of the can art.
Or lack of. I've actually found great, like Maine Brewing, white label, Maine beer, tiny letters, basic font. And I'm like, all right, they're focused on not marketing, so they better be focused on the beer, so it's probably good. And
It's an interesting take.
Lunch and dinner are very, very well known.
I actually had lunch last week. Got Maine Brewing at Hop House
That was
Tap.
one of our early
Tennessee Hop
reviews
House.
way back in the day.
That's such a good beer.
Where's the hop house?
Fifth Avenue South,
Okay.
North, Fifth Avenue.
So it's pretty much on
It's
the...
Fifth in downtown Franklin.
Okay.
Franklin. I was gonna say there's a new place in Nashville too, but it's like Hoppin' River North, I think is what it's called, and it's pour your own tap room.
I saw that
So
on
you go,
Instagram.
like you pay your little card.
I was
or whatever,
wondering when
and
we
it
were gonna
measures
get
it
one of
by-
those.
Measures it by the ounce. Well, they've had it at the pub forever. The pub down in the Gulch. It's just called the pub. They've had, at least I haven't been there in years, but when I went there, they had pour your own taps like on the side and in the back.
In the back, it was a private room. You had to pay to do that, and then they would,
But they used to have something just on the side of the.
Yeah, the first place of those that I've ever been to that I got a chance to see that, it was with Anthony in Wilmington, North Carolina. It was a bank back when I lived in Wilmington, and they got turned into like this 3-floor, big old giant old school bank. It was 3 floors of just beer distillery or delivery systems everywhere. It's just like touch screen.
Taps.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just go in, you hit the touch screen
POSs.
and you scan you go in and you load a bracelet.
Yeah.
And then you scan it and then choose how much you want and tell it stop. So you can only get samples if you want, and it charges the appropriate amount. It was really cool. I think I had like 12 different beers while I was there, just trying
a
all
fun
these different
experience,
things.
yeah.
It was cool. Yeah. I was like, man, that'd be a good idea to bring to Nashville. And there you go. Somebody did. I'll have to check that out.
It's kind of like when I walk into a
It's nothing
bar
to
and
sneeze
ask
at.
for a flight,
Thank
they
you.
say, we don't do that here, but they don't know I know the secret. You just ask for 4 different pints of different beer.
So the place in Franklin, Fifth Avenue, what's it called again?
Hop House, Tennessee Taps.
And you guys have been there?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's great.
I felt badly for a second.
They have like 40 or 50 beer on tap, just the whole wall.
How come you've not invited us, Mike,
Yeah.
to go try it?
Let's have a party.
Yeah, we were there last night actually with Krista and Brendan from
Never got a text.
from the beer tasting.
See how it is. Gotcha.
Looks good.
We know where we stand.
Well, at least you know now.
And that's half the battle.
Let's just get that out there.
I don't have the wherewithal to be like, I got to text 15 different people. Hey, here's where we're going. Also,
Let's
we
see, who
could,
are the people I do a beer podcast with that would probably have a tremendous interest in this?
fair
Oh,
point.
gosh. I'd rather go with these people. I like them better.
Okay, I'm a dick. I get it.
You guys kind of feeling this, or is it just me?
Yeah.
I need beer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here, I'm going to drink some beer with you now. How about that?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, let's do it. You're going to have Carly describe the can, or you just
Yeah,
dive
go
in?
ahead.
I'll
Go
just
ahead.
Well,
grab it real quick.
maybe you want your other
Quit
friends that you
getting
go
out
to
of order,
the restaurant with. Maybe you want them to do that.
So, all right, can art. It's another 16-ounce beer, not pint beer, like the
The
Delirium.
pint 0.9.
But like Mike said, it's a very unique, draws you in can art. It's this like kind of sandpaper or like what's it called?
Grid paper.
Grid paper,
paper.
where you could like draw little like squares on the circles. So you have that in the background, and then you have like this little like black droopy art that has the flying machine logo in it, and then it says Hazy IPA on the bottom, and this like dark green, and then in the middle, it's, if you've ever played this game called Azul, it reminds me of the tiles of the game, but it's like bright blue, this like lime, like yellow electric green, this burnt orange kind of geometric Aztec art almost, and it says moments in between.
I'm glad you thought that. I was thinking Aztec art when I saw the.
Yeah, it's like Mayan or Aztec kind of.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah. I don't know. Looks cool.
Oh yeah, ASMR.
My brain is shutting down as we go. Like I'm having a hard time coming up with words. Like it's like a
What
thing.
are words
It's the
anyway?
thing with
Here,
the stuff.
tell you what, I got some words
Mosaic.
for you, Mike. Let me get back there. We got some words. We're going for
Wisdom?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Nice.
because I saw this and it made me think of you guys. Alcohol gives you infinite patience for stupidity.
Wait. Are you saying that it gives you infinite patience with us? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Another Sammy Davis quote. Ow, my eye.
Oh, gosh. Dude. So insensitive. I'm very offended.
Smells good.
I knew the IPA fans were going to be like, yeah.
All right, what are we getting? I'm getting a little.
Anthony told me he
Pineapple
was
and
really
wet
excited
dog.
for us to try this one.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, definitely hoppy.
It definitely has that wet hop, kind of like wet vegetation smell to it.
Picking up sweetness.
It smells like hop water.
Like pineapple. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Yeah,
Yep.
pineapple. Maybe mango.
Mango. Citrus, definitely.
Papaya.
None of you caught that. So it smells like that hop water. Sulfur. I'm
It
kidding.
doesn't.
No, it
Did
doesn't.
you take some for yourself there, Mike?
What?
He really wanted
We
some of
split
this
the
beer.
can evenly. He did the same thing. I was like,
be,
all right, let's just make it simple.
Well,
It'll be okay to drive home.
yeah, that's why I didn't grab a full one.
Here, pour me about a half
like-
ounce
I'm
from your
like-
glass and I'm like, no.
Like, what the hell am I doing here?
I looked over and I was like, that makes sense. He just went ahead and filled his up. I had to do the same, so I just finished it
Yeah, I
up.
mean, it's a can per two people, so you just kind of do about what you think half is. And
Maybe he's just getting more beer for his friends that go to the hop house with him.
right.
Yeah,
We're not friends, we're
getting
colleagues.
memories without
apparently.
us.
We're just professional peers. You know.
Okay, first of all,
What are we, wet vegetation to you?
What are we, just, wet newspaper?
I grew up in an Italian
Brown paper
family. You
towels?
cannot throw guilt at me. Guilt is like our natural weapon.
Oh, this isn't guilt. Oh, buddy.
This is just simple ridicule.
It's just simple. Really.
I grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're made of guilt.
Every time you
Yeah, go mano a
speak in
mano.
your mom's accent, it's like the perfect guilt. Like they is like,
Best.
so you don't like what I'm doing here?
So apparently the phone only goes one way, huh? It works both ways. You could call me sometime.
I get that so much from my parents. You feel free to call. I'm like, you could do the same,
I feel free to, but you should too.
right?
Yeah, but are your
I'm too
parents still
self-centered.
alive?
I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Sorry.
How does that make
So
you
your mom isn't calling you much?
No. Wow. Unless it's from the dead.
My mom didn't call me much anymore either.
Got to find that
God
girl
bless
that
her.
does the past lives thing.
Yeah.
Your parents
A
still
little
around,
seance.
Carly?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, they're in their late 60s. They don't act like it.
Are they in their late 60s or their late 60s?
Ew. Stop.
There's the one for the episode. The Carly. Ew.
Stop.
Oh, God.
That's kind of what I heard when you
They're
said
not
60.
69 yet, if that's what you're asking.
Depends on the time of day.
No, stop it. Change the topic.
You brought it up.
Cook chair. Mike'sToyStore.com.
Did you just like randomly
Distract,
spurt out?
distract.
Come chair. Mike's Toy
Just
Store.
throws the random cook chair out there.
Tongue glove. I wish we had a list of all the toys.
Yeah, we should keep track of those.
There's others. I just can't remember them.
Come on, use your AI editing skills.
What
to
if, like,
find
all of a
the
sudden-
Toy Story moments?
That's a great way. You could totally completely mess with us by coming up with really, like, oh, it kind of tastes like a leather bound cat of nine tails. And it's like, what? And you'd be totally serious about it. Describe that to us there, Mike. That'd be very funny.
That's good. Really juicy.
I forgot there was beer in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's take a sip.
The nose is wild. It's got some funk to it,
It
man.
does. It's that wet vegetation, wet hop, wet hay, something like that.
And it's deceiving.
It's like
Yeah.
mango BO.
Yeah, but it's really juicy off off the tongue. Like, you do it's something, okay, you remember do you ever have the gushers? Remember gushers as a kid, the little candies that had like the little gel in them? That's kind of what I think of when I taste this, because like you just get that pop of smooth juiciness on your tongue.
Yeah.
Anthony specifically said he had a feeling that you were going to really like this one.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of like the smell gives you one direction, and certainly the look of it is that haze. My gosh, you can't see through that.
It is a hazy.
Yeah.
But initially on the nose, you'd think it's going to really have a sugary impact, but not so much. It's actually a little bit of a letdown on terms of nose expectation versus taste. But now that I'm drinking it, it's very pleasant.
The taste is very heavily pineapple and lime and lemon. It's like a super citrusy pineapple. Like the citrus takes away from all the sweetness of pineapple.
But you also have that like zang on your tongue. Like it's like not tongue glove, but it's like some type of like
Zang on your tongue.
prickly on my tongue almost. Mike'sToyStore.com.
Zang on your tongue.
Hello.
Very good.
So he's sent us Flying Machine Brewery before, hasn't he? No? What do we know about this brewery?
Nothing. I forgot to look it up.
Opened in 2018, features a large steampunk-themed tap room with over 30 taps. Wow.
Steampunk.
A 2-story patio overlooking a lake and hosts events like food trucks and yoga. The brewery is a popular spot for both locals and visitors, offering a unique experience with a focus on originality and experimentation. Yeah, I mean, 30 beers, that's a big tap offering for a brewery. Like, that's no small brewery.
I'm curious about the steampunk stuff because I love steampunk art. It's pretty cool stuff. I have to look at their site and see.
There's
Upon looking at, I got a close look at the can just now, and he said it's kind of like graph paper or drafting paper. Is that what you said? Charting?
It's a graph paper.
Graph paper.
Yeah.
It's actually, it looks like individual symbols. Upon like, are you seeing that? Almost like Norse symbols, and they're so small I can't discern them with my own naked eye.
I see what you're saying, yeah, because they're not all identical.
Right.
Dude, they've got an oyster bar.
Oh shit.
Brewery and oyster bar? That's what's up.
They're different, right?
Yeah.
I tried to get a close up of it using my phone.
I don't even know I can see that well.
One of my favorite places in Wilmington used to be it wasn't a brewery, but it was a heavily beer focused bar and oyster bar. And man, they used to have 25-cent steamed oysters. I would eat my own weight in oysters there. So good.
So steamed isn't raw.
It's not
That's good.
raw. I like raw, but I like steamed better.
I heard a statistic because oysters are bottom feeders and they filter through all of the crap in the water that 1 in 50 people get sick eating an oyster. So why would you eat an oyster when the risk of you getting sick is so high?
Because they taste so good. I've never gotten sick off of oysters, and I've been eating them for 20 plus years.
My dad gets sick like every other time he eats them, so he stopped eating them.
I would highly recommend that he quit.
He's probably allergic.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Could be
city
a
that uses like 8 oysters to monitor their water.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to look that. I'll look that
They
up.
have like
It's
a
either
family
them-
of oysters that
it's
have been
either- it's
the
either
luckiest
well,
oysters ever. They just get
because
to hang out for like.
they're bottom feeders and they're so sensitive. That like when the water's off, if it's contaminated, polluted, they open up. They do something. It's either them or oysters or clams. I'll have to look that
Interesting.
Are oysters the one with the pearl in the middle?
up. Yes.
Between
I have
oysters and
found
clams.
like not good, fully formed, but every once in a while, when you go shuck your own oysters,
Yeah.
you'll find some like small ones or kind of oblong ones or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. They don't taste good though. Hurts.
Well, we mentioned
Crunchy.
Oh yeah. biting
appearances.
on-
Oh,
You had mentioned Marcos earlier, the guy you worked with.
Yeah.
In another episode now. And he had a certain look to him. right? Seemed like a very polished, sharp, almost Gordon Gekko-esque type of suspender-wearing
Yes.
businessman, dressing too hard for the position. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What is it? Can you guys discern when somebody is dressed too good and like you're trying too hard? Versus like somebody like my business partner who is no qualms about wearing like khaki shorts.
Cocky shorts.
And, you know, like
Look at my
a polo
shorts.
short
Cookie shorts?
or a t-shirt to a business meeting with a CEO or a CFO. But he can pull his weight with what he says. The words that fall out of his mouth make sense and give him the credibility he needs. So do you guys discern between those two types of people? Because Mike will show up dressed to the nines to be an eye, but other days he'll show up wearing a bathrobe. And but sometimes you get
That was
some-
Halloween.
That was Halloween.
Uncle Eddie.
But sometimes you show up wearing like, hey, you know, I would trust you. But sometimes you kind of overshoot,
Interesting.
you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like you don't need to dress that. You're
I think
good at
he's
you're good at
jealous
what
of
you
your
do.
Style.
I think he's just mad because I didn't invite him to have a beer last night.
I'm not picking on you.
No, I get it. Well, I mean,
Do you have that kind of like meter, that BS meter when you meet somebody who's a little too well dressed?
It really
Michael
just
Burt.
depends on the situation, like where I'm meeting them, how I'm meeting them, what's going on. Is this just somebody that dresses with style and panache? Or, you know,
there are
Usually within the first 5 minutes of talking to them, you'll be able to
yeah.
ascertain whether or not they're full of shit.
right.
Right.
There are certain professions I think that require a certain, or whether they require it or not, they have
It plays well.
It's an expectation in the masses, right? Financial advisory, you typically want somebody who looks put together because they probably should be put together before they handle somebody else's assets. So that's one. Nashville's weird though because Nashville professional is a whole different level. It's like, you know,
Nashville
Nashville
casual.
dress up is a t-shirt, a blazer, and a pair of jeans.
Yep.
with
Nice
some
shoes.
cowboy boots or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very interesting. But no, I've always dressed nicely for whatever profession and probably overdone it because I like dressing up that way. My grandfather was a tailor. I enjoy dressing in nice clothes.
It's like a suit of armor.
I don't think of it that way. I just think it's, so my dad said something to me years and years ago.
Look good, feel good.
If you're going to be a homeless person, be the best damn homeless person that anybody's ever seen. Whatever you're going to do, be the best at it you can be. And I like that. I think that's appropriate. I had if you guys remember the Honda Civic that I had that I bought from the car dealership, somebody traded it in. It was in the Knoxville hailstorm ages ago. This was many, many eons ago. I bought it for $500. It looked like the Tennessee Titans had gotten mad at it. Like it was every single vertical panel on this thing or horizontal panel was dented. It looked like a golf ball. And I was out waxing it and Stacy goes, "Why are you doing that?" And I went, "Because it's mine." That's just how I feel about stuff. I think I should represent myself as best as possible. It shows that I care. I don't ever want to do business with somebody that doesn't care about themselves because if they don't care about themselves, are they going to care about me? I struggle.
What if
with
they're really good at it? It's like when you, and I've known financial advisors that believe in these two schools of thought, and I've even asked other, perceived professionals in the space or in the business space who dress a certain way. They have a branded look to them. And it's funny when I ask this question, how you could vacillate to either side and make it make sense. If you're hiring a financial advisor and they pull up in a Porsche or they pull up in a golf ball Honda Civic, does that make a difference? Because that could send two messages.
Yeah.
I think it goes back, depends on who you are. Because we were talking about, I can't remember if this was in the episode or off, Dave Ramsey and the advice he gives to people and everything else. And it's, like, are you rolling up in a golf ball because you suck at
You're
your
frugal?
job and you don't have any money? Or are you doing it because
you're
that's
super
a
frugal.
wasted expense that I could take that money and invest in and make more in?
Right.
And I'm making that sacrifice now for a better future.
And the guy who's showing up dressed to the nines in a very nice car, well, you're just making a shit ton of money off me.
Yeah.
That's why you're able to do this. You see what I'm saying? It sends two different types of messages. I'll never forget when I worked in Vegas, we worked with a company that set up, they incorporated businesses in Nevada. Red Rock Corporate Solutions. And they used to come in and cut radio spots with us. And I became very friendly with them and did some work on the side with them. And a buddy of mine, after they had left from a session that we had, because these guys would dress up, show up in pinstripe suits. Just dialed in. Even while they were recording a radio spot, they didn't have to be dressed this way. That's just how they showed up. And he goes, yeah, they are way too overdressed. Something's off. I'm like, wow.
Trying to sell something a little
right.
bit.
Yeah. Something's off.
Do you guys ever dress up when you go to the airport, like on a flight?
No.
I just down generally when I go to the airport. I want to be as comfortable as possible.
That's fair.
It used to be a thing. That
did.
was like everybody got dressed up to, just like going on a train back in the ye olden days. You get dressed up because it was a special type of event or a special occasion. And yeah, I wish it was still that way, because I see a lot of the stuff that people wear in like pajama pants, and I'm like, come on.
I hate seeing people wear pajama pants in public. It's so ugly.
I don't wear the pajama
bothers
pants,
me.
but I'll definitely wear like the kind of workout sweatpants.
Yeah.
On a plane, something that's just
Comfortable.
Especially if it's going to be a
Right
long
here?
trip. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. If I'm going to be on a long travel, I try to wear something that's a bit loose in the old crotchet area, because otherwise, after a while, you're like,
Your MC Hammer parachute pants?
yeah.
I'm in 5 pair.
Whenever I see pajama pants out in public, I think those are people who really probably don't care about themselves much or
It's
anybody
people
else.
at
Yes.
Walmart.
They don't care about their appearance.
Yeah.
If they don't care about their appearance, they probably don't care about much else. I agree with you to an extent when you see somebody that pulls up dressed nice or in a nice car or everything else, but I question that this way. Do you want somebody who is in a profession who is struggling to make ends meet, who's probably not going to stay in that profession, or do you want somebody to excel in that profession to where they love what they do? It not only provides, but gives them more than enough to where they get to enjoy life, to where they would want to stay in that long term.
Well, again, it depends on the kind of person you are. How much of a cynic are you? If you could see, well, hey, if they're doing well enough, on one hand, I could say, I want to look like that someday and be able to drive these cars. Obviously, what they're doing is working, and therefore what they could teach me to do or advise me to do should work. I just wondered, has it ever crossed their mind that, well, they're only being able to do that because obviously they're good at their job, but there's a premium to it. You know what I mean? With an attorney, it's a different thing. They just get paid ridiculous amounts of money, and people need them in very sticky situations. With what we do, like I said, my business partner, John, couldn't care less. Like, we've probably landed on a somewhat of a branded look for him, which could work, but he's not exactly someone that you'd see up on a TEDx stage. He actually did a TEDx talk, and he had he torn his ACL or something in his knee, and he had to go up there with a brace on and a crutch and everything. And he wore shorts. He wore a shirt that, probably was a couple of years old and very tattered. I think, okay, if you're willing to go up there like that, you better have something good to say. And I value that more about the intellect that's about to, be on display, because I think it sends a signal. You got the Gary V's of the world, Gary Vaynerchuk's. He shows up, makes $250,000 to do a speech in a hoodie, but he's got a track record. He's got reputation.
He also pushed and supported NFTs.
He did. And who knows, that may make a comeback. Crypto once upon a time was also laughed at. And then all of a sudden, off to the races. It only took 6 years.
I would be shocked if NFTs make a comeback, but that's
you never know. You never know. It's we live in a virtual world, but separate topic. So
I would say that the first thing that people see, obviously, is appearance. That makes an impression. What impression do you want to make on others? So you have to think about that personally and how you want to be seen.
right.
But it should not be the only impression that somebody gets.
When I stand up and do my spiel, if you were brand new to BNI and you saw me for the first time do what I do, what would be your take on it? Because I always do analyze that. How do I come off?
Yeah.
I think I dress, relatively professional, although I'm very casual for what I do.
Well, there are front-facing jobs or careers, and then there are backroom jobs, right?
Right.
If you're doing a lot of podcast editing and everything else, people would probably expect that you're in a room doing a lot of editing and keyboard work and whatever else. If you are the Mary Kay person, you're probably expecting that they're going to be front facing, right? They're going to represent the products that they provide or whatever else. So it really depends. The downside, and I had this, again, a conversation with my dad. He and I have had tons of great philosophical debates and conversations.
Cherish them.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's like, I see the tattoos on somebody, won't trust them. And I said, well, that's interesting. I said, all it is a piece of art on a person. He's like, yep. That was like his thing. This was, again, long time ago.
But to somebody else, it might mean I can trust them because they're my kind of people.
I said, they're probably, what if they're really, really the best possible person for the job and you're looking at several candidates? He was like, then I'm going to pick the one that's dressed correctly, looks nice and looks put together, not the one that has the tattoos. And I'm like, what if the other person would have been better at the job? He goes, This was, again, a long time ago. I think he's softened. But,
what if it's a veneer?
Everybody has their thing, whatever their thing is. The problem is a person is not made up of just one veneer. There's layers, right?
Right.
So you have to be able to be willing to learn about the person and be open-minded to understanding the other person and not have a closed perception about it.
Right.
I don't think this is just, I'll give you this. I think appearance matters a lot depending upon the job, but I think obviously the core is the moral values and the person themselves.
Are they competent?
What they stand for, their competency, their moral values. And you can't know that from how you see them, but there are some that you could probably guess based on the way they're dressed. And that's a problem.
See, here's the other aspect of this is we've got 2 Mercedes dealers here in town. One of which you walk in and they're very big on culture and creating a healthy culture for their employees and for the customers to feel welcome. But they're all dressed how one would assume a Mercedes-Benz salesperson would dress. You got Xavier Darden there. Mm-hmm. He is like just iconic. Like he could have been a male model, this guy. He and his wife are constantly taking like slow-mo pics and all this other stuff. But they're beautiful people and they're great people. But then you go to the other place, Mercedes, where I used to work, and they're literally wearing jeans. They jeans might be wearing a branded shirt. Yeah, polo, untucked, wearing sneakers. It's interesting, and it's like, okay, I never did that when I worked there. I wore slacks. I wore, dress shoes, tucked in polo. I was appreciative of the polo. I didn't want to wear a suit and jacket. Mm-hmm. No way.
Especially if you're out of there on the pavement in 100-degree heat.
So, that look, I think, worked. But, man, this other look that, like, sometimes I'm like, you guys wear jeans? Interesting. And it still works. They're still selling cars. I wonder if that puts the customer at ease.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what is the right thing to do with that, right? I will point out real quick, by the way, this beer is delicious. As obvious by Ben's amount left in his
getting back to the point, though, here's a beer that you'd mentioned that it caught your eye. Mm-hmm. And this is something that you said you would try, Carly, based on its look. Mm-hmm. And it's very subdued. It's very simple. It's got a really cool mosaic, like we talked about. It's got an interesting little kind of like, upon first glance, a graph paper type of, background. But upon closer inspection, it looks like there's little subliminal like images on it.
Maybe I need glasses. They just look like,
they look like something.
They just look like blots to me. Just like if someone took like a little blot.
Yeah, but they're not all the same, which is what makes it interesting.
Different, but they're not symbols.
You go to a
texture.
You go to a Voodoo Ranger, and it's definitely designed to catch your eye because it's got flashy colors. It's got a big old character on it that looks like Eddie from Iron Man,
fighter pilot,
right?
Hat, yeah.
And then you get to you said the Maine Brewing, very subdued, very simple, very straightforward. This is Maine Brewing, and then whatever beer it is, that compels you. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, if you're not putting a lot of energy into this, your beer better be good. Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird? Isn't that like, it's an interesting dichotomy, right?
So I'm going to split it up real quick because I got another topic I want to bring up, but let's real quick. What would this pair well with?
Oh gosh. Hot dogs.
Bacon.
Chili dog.
Oh.
Bacon.
So the first thing this came
Day
out,
at the beach.
I don't know if it's a beachy beer.
I think it's juicy enough of an IPA because you got to be careful. Like out there, especially if you're in the heat, you get some of them that strip, the moisture out of your mouth. This is nice and juicy and refreshing on a hot day. This I think would be really good.
A salad that involves goat cheese and beets.
Oh, I was thinking more
Like
like
a Waldorf?
Something just tangy.
I was thinking more like when you get like the walnuts and blue cheese and strawberries,
Like a Greek salad.
something like that. Yeah.
beets, walnuts, goat cheese, arugula, rocket. That'd work well with this. Any kind of grilled chicken would work well with this. Steak,
I don't know about steak.
probably, but not as much.
Maybe a nice some nice cream sauce to it.
Mm-hmm. You know what I was thinking is horseradish
pesto?
sauce, which would then go well with a prime rib.
Ooh, yeah.
That would work well with this.
You think of like an Alfredo?
Something a little heavier. I mean, maybe more of a cacio e pepe. Am I saying it right?
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Some of that little pepperiness to it
Mm-hmm.
Carly, what do you think?
to balance that citrus.
Like a BLT with like a fresh tomato, some salt and pepper on there.
The chicken salad sandwich from Aubrey's. Chicken salad club.
Yeah.
Every
I wanna-
episode.
You are.
I know.
I want to
you
go to
were-
Aubrey's now.
Do me a favor and just go to dinner at Aubrey's tonight because you definitely want it.
I'm beginning to feel like he's getting private
Subliminal
sponsorship.
messages.
sponsorship. It's like every episode.
I want those sweet potato fries now.
Ah, dude.
Sweet
we should
potato
go there
waffle
after this.
fries. That place is good. I will
was
say.
really
They're
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so much to your topic, I'm going to give you something that I find is far more
Compelling.
effective.
Probably a topic you talk with your friends that you go to the your
Without
place.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Without us. Without inviting
Only
us.
over beer at Hop House Tennessee Taps.
No.
Not a sponsor.
Well, you could be.
It'd be
If
great.
you were
You
to
play
ask.
your cards right.
You're probably too busy talking to your
Right.
good friends that you go with. To bring it up. Screw us.
I genuinely feel bad now. It's worked. Holy
Good.
crap. All right. You guys want to go tonight? I don't know, man. I'll buy you beer. Anyway, when you speak with somebody and their breath, it's hygiene is more important to me than the dress.
I hate bad breath.
Frickin' hygiene in
Especially like
general.
coffee
There's
breath.
one person.
Coffee cigarette breath.
There's one person we both know come to mind. I know you don't want to mention names. Come
Dude,
on.
hygiene, whether it's BO, whether it's
Oh, BO is
any of it,
worse.
any hygiene. If I cannot affect any type of transaction with another human being that cannot take care of themselves in an outward.
That I could agree with.
I struggle with that so much. Oh my God, dude. There is nothing worse than somebody coming up to you and hitting you with the hard H. Hi, Mike. And it being just
That's some serious halitosis.
just a point blank bowling ball of doom hitting you in the face. It's the worst. Okay, so first of all, I'm a fairly animated human being. And people have told me that I'm very animated and I don't hide my feelings well. And I know that I have physically flinched more than once when people have talked to me and I'm like, it's like,
oh yeah.
dude, but
You pull out and you get the piece of gum and you hand it to them. They go no, and you go
yes,
yeah.
Sure.
yes, I've done that.
I've offered gum to people too that have come.
I have,
It goes back to like how you do it. Is, you know, is it a
I
good thing? Is
don't
it a bad
need
thing?
gum,
It's,
but I
it's
take
how
one.
you do it.
And then I'm like, all right, do you want one too? Because
no,
I'm having
I'm
some
being
gum.
your friend
so
right
maybe-
now. I'm being your friend. Trust me.
You might want
There
to
was-
consider this.
there was a person in the auto industry years ago that I went here and he goes, no, I'm good. I said, no, you're not. That's not an offer.
This
the
is-
gum.
you need to do this.
I was like, this is a regular reoccurring thing. You need to figure it out. I don't care.
Floss your teeth.
I will not put up with it repeatedly. I won't because it is an affront. It is. I don't need to be hit in the face with a dumpster
Do
from
you
a
see the
Chinese
size of that
restaurant in an
nose?
alleyway. Okay.
So, do you see the size of that nose?
This thing, it is a human vacuum. It picks up stuff. Italian vacuum. So yeah, it's
Now you sound like a
brutal.
coke addict.
I invite
Nobody would have
you.
invited me to do that because I would have just sneezed and it would have taken all of it in.
If you ever pick that up for me, please tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would want to know
please.
too.
It's same. You can tell a person who hasn't flossed in like 2 days. That's all it takes.
I don't floss.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't floss.
We know, Jim.
Hey,
No, I'm kidding.
only floss
Yeah.
the teeth you want to keep.
I go and I get my checkup every 6 months.
And this one.
And do you floss? No. Really?
Do you use a water pick?
I use a Sonicare. Big difference.
And that does
Make a huge difference.
yeah. The point being, like, it's normally coffee, cigarette breath, either a combination thereof or one or the other. And sometimes with just rotten tooth, I haven't flossed in 5 years breath.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what a dentist actually does for a living breath. And then females is typically like just the rotten tooth or haven't gone to a dentist in years.
teeth have
Breath. It's
brown
rarely
edges.
the coffee breath, but it's regardless, when you get hit by it, it's just,
Yeah.
it's like that old Magnavox commercial where the guy's sitting in the chair and they turn on the music and he's like, and his hair's getting blown
What
backwards.
smell?
Dude, that kills. That, I promise you, olfactory sense and olfactory memory
Yeah.
is the strongest memory that people have.
They really
Yeah.
do.
And because of
Feeds
that,
right into your brain.
I remember almost every single occurrence and who it was with almost every single occurrence for my entire life of bad breath. Because it sticks with you, because it is so overwhelming, and that's the first memory to reoccur.
And sometimes people just can't help it. It's like they just have halitosis.
You can go to a dentist and it can be helped.
There are
Gotta be-
certain conditions. I mean, it's going to be a
Might
very
be,
small percentile of people. So you're right
gastrointestinal.
that most of the people
They
you
make
meet that
pills
have
for that that you
bad
can
breath
swallow that makes you burp.
really do have
really?
bad breath. But I mean, every now and then you are going to run into somebody that just honestly cannot help it.
I always hate
And that's
when,
always the fear of like, I don't want to offend that person.
I carry gum or mints with me almost everywhere I go.
Yeah, but even when you probably haven't had that in your mouth, I've never picked that up from you. That
That's
you've had
good.
bad
I
breath.
try because that I don't, again, much like I dress, I
Now
want
your
to
BO on the other
represent
hand.
myself. Well,
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
natural,
we need
your
to-
natural
I smell
musk.
like-
for some deodorant.
garlic and marinara, dude. It's Italian. I can't help it. I secrete olive oil.
No, I joke.
I know.
I get it though. You're absolutely right. I mean, the sense of smell. I mean, is that first like indelible memory of somebody. A
couple episodes
and you
ago.
always associate it with them.
Yeah. Like I said earlier today, we were talking about bad test drives in the car industry, and like mine weren't so much like bad test drives, but there were some that you got in the car and it was just, please roll down the windows.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, and then when like I would go in an Uber and the Uber would spray Axe to cover up the BO smell, and it's like still can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
Or even just
Okay.
Axe in general, or cheap cologne where they put
smells
way
like-
too much.
Oh, yeah.
It gives me a headache, and I'm like, this is worse than like actual BO.
It's BO
I
flavored
went to
Axe.
school at App State, and I have,
Nasty
speaking
stuff.
of like memory and smell and ingraining, patchouli by in and of itself is not a bad smell. But
Yes, it is.
It's so ingrained with body odor in my head from going to App State with a bunch of dirty hippies.
Hippies. All the
Right?
hippies.
Where there was one day, I don't remember his name in geology class, and like the dude stunk, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I haven't bathed in a month." Like you stop bathing, and like the pheromones start pouring off, and the women love it. I'm like, no, they do not.
Really? Because I don't see any of them hanging on you right now there, homie.
Yeah.
Okay, Carly, do you know any friends that like natural musk smelling men?
I do. I know a couple.
Is it mainly the hippie women that like that kind of thing?
No, most people don't.
Really?
I mean, I'm just thinking of this woman in My Strange Addiction who's addicted to like grabbing her pheromones and like thinking that like men like it. But
How do you grab your pheromones?
So I got a bunch of questions.
I got a big old fistful of pheromones for you.
Here, let me grab you some pheromones real quick.
Let me dig around in there. Get a smell.
no, that's exactly what she does, and I didn't realize that. And then I found out, and I'm like, this is horrible. I can't watch this. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I fell for that smell your finger trick one too many times with that girl. I think I know what I'm smelling.
She puts it in a jar and she rubs it all over her body.
Okay, now I'm more confused. Like, what do you?
It's her.
She goes like
You don't-
digging around inside and
Yes.
puts it in a jar.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
It's
No,
horrible.
it smells
See,
like
here's the
feet.
funny thing. Actually, Carly, please forgive me for the story I'm about to tell.
No.
I had worked with a guy in radio who was a decent looking guy. He was hilarious. But every time he would go on a date with a girl, like if he got lucky, it was like the whole world needed to know. But he worked on a Saturday, so I had to come in and get a bunch of things done on a Saturday one time. And I'm sitting there like walking down the hall. He's on the air. And every now and then I see him smelling his fingers. and he's like, with like a satisfied look on his face. And I'm going,
Ew.
what's going on with him? I mean, hours after the
Things
fact.
going on.
It's like
Right.
Ron in Parks and Rec. You wear a red shirt every time you got laid.
Yeah, it's like
But this guy, every time I walked in, like I was just weird as talking, and every now and then he'd be like, dude, what are you smelling? He's like, oh, I had a date last night. And I'm like,
why was
So
that?
you didn't shower this morning is what I just heard.
Like that reminds me, like connecting the dots to like all these movies I would watch growing up, where like men would steal women's underwear. Like why? Like
it's a fetish.
Ew.
It's
you know,
a
in
fetish.
Japan, they actually had vending machines for used underwear.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Hey, easy
don't
money,
get
Carly. I'm just saying.
No, never.
Nobody has to know.
What about that woman that would like made $1 million farting in jars? Did y'all ever hear that story?
Yep.
Oh yeah, like guys would like buy her jars of farts.
Courtney's brothers used to do that to her.
Fart in a jar and
Buy-
get
buy-
off.
They would
jars of
literally
farts?
over months, they would both
Store it.
fart in a jar and store it and wait for her to be like, the little sister sleeping. And they'd like, after a quarter of doing this, open up the jar and hold it under her face. And she'd be like, they used to torture her.
All right. Yeah. So anyway,
Episode 3 conversations.
Oh, it's so great.
hygiene, folks.
It's so
Look
true.
after yourselves.
It's so true. There was actually, and the funny thing is, people like that are always close talkers. I had a guy that I worked with in radio. He was our general sales manager in Vegas. And, he would be walking. I had a direct view of the hallway that led to the sales department. And it was a big, long hallway. They would have to walk past a bunch of offices and then, kind of go this way and come down the hallway that led to my studio. But I could always tell who was coming to talk to me. And one of the two people that always had bad halitosis, as soon as I'd see them, I'd be like, oh, crap.
And they get right up on you.
Yeah. And, as soon as and the guy would come in and be like right there. And like, hey, we really need that spot for that client. If you can go ahead and do that. And
Just getting physically assaulted by the actual nasty breath
and this guy led a
particles
department.
just beating on your face.
God.
I like the idea of physically assaulted by a non-physical element.
Yeah.
It is. Dude, it's like they reach
So
in
offensive.
and they strangle your uvula. It's like they reach into your mouth and they're just like, it's bad, dude. There's and two, and it's rare it's women, but it does happen. And I know 2 women in professional industry that hit me every once in a while. I would talk with them, and it's just like
3-day-old cigarette.
and I'm like, ugh.
Not even that.
I wonder if they notice that my eyes are watering.
Or they're
While I'm
completely got burned out of my head.
Yeah, I'm not being emotional listening to your story. I'm dying. I'm slowly dying.
If I had any doubt that I was losing my ability to smell, that has been completely quashed by now. But the other aspect of this, and there's a guy that we used to work with at Crest Honda, was beard flakes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Beard flakes.
Beard flakes.
I don't remember that.
And I used to deal with that too.
It was like human plinko. The skin would start here and work its way to.
We'll have to
You know
talk about
Plinko?
this one off air. You have to fill me
Like
in on
dead
who
skin
it
in
was.
his beard.
Yeah, so plinko is a very, very okay. Price is Right.
No.
No,
Come
anyway.
on! You had to have like been sick on a.
I've watched it like a couple times.
Okay, so the Price is Right. Plinko, you start at the top and you drop a disc and it goes
It's got all these pegs in a board.
down through the
and it
pegs
bounces down the
to the bottom.
pegs.
Human plinko. Like it would start at the skin layer and then you'd watch it throughout the day like a bunch of flakes work
And
their way
they had like a field of powder
down
on their shirt.
through the beard and eventually end up on the Price is Right zone down on the chest somewhere.
And he had no idea.
No clue.
No
All
idea.
right, can we wrap this episode up so I can find out who this was?
Well, I'll tell you. But dude, I was guilty because I'm like, I was at least aware of it. I would constantly be making sure.
Your
Balm.
beard will dry out your skin because
Yeah.
all the oil gets sucked into the hair.
Right.
So you have to use beard oil. So
Beard balm.
That's when I've had,
Guys, if you are watching this episode and you struggle with that, beard balm. Just get some beard balm.
beard oil, anything to just, yeah. Anyway, all right. Holy crap, we've gone in some weird directions. By the way, this really does.
This really
It has
fostered.
a slight BO note to it,
Yeah.
but I love the mango,
It's
pineapple.
not offensive. Yeah.
No, it's got a funk. IPAs typically have a funk, and hazy IPAs normally have more funk, but it's not like you go like the sulfur stuff that we tried a couple episodes. That was just
Anthony,
what
this is a
Carly
great
assaulted
selection.
us with. Tried to kill
I was
us.
excited for it.
And for
Now I'll never
especially
buy it
as,
again.
as hazy as it looks, it's very light bodied to me. Like this
Yeah,
goes
it's
down
light.
easy. It doesn't stick to the tongue. It washes over. I could drink 2-3 of them. You know, we talk about drinkability all the time. They're bright
It's
and juicy.
It is not weighing on my tongue. The flavor isn't weighing on my tongue. It's creamy. It's bright. It's
really
citrusy. It's fruity. It's fantastic.
It meets my expectations of what I would imagine a good IPA, a hazy
A
IPA.
very
Yeah.
good IPA. Yeah. Yep. You got a winner in this one, folks.
Yep. Thank you, Anthony.
Yep.
Yes.
He does right. He knows his stuff, man. He's good. I pick on him. He has very interesting, like he doesn't do shellfish. He's allergic to shellfish. Okay, cool. I get that. But he won't eat eggs or anything like egg related. Won't do eggs, won't do mayonnaise. And I'm like, dude, because he's got a great palate and he's a really good cook. And he introduced me to hot sauces and all different types of peppers and all different types of foods and cooking and smoking. He's the reason I have my big ceramic grill and everything else. He's on point. But I have to give him grief about the fact that he won't eat eggs or mayo. And I'm like, you're missing out on a whole culinary section. Like, but he has never steered me wrong on beer. Always on point. So this is I'm going to go ahead and rate it right now. I'm going to give this 9
Wow.
flying machines.
Going big on it.
All steampunk flying machines just
Okay.
steaming up the air, enjoying life. That's good shit.
As IPAs go, I agree with you. It is 9 overall on beer scale for me. 7.5 citrusy hops out of 10 something or others.
10 something or others.
I would say 8.5 beard flakes midway down.
Oh, gosh.
You keep going with the like painful negatives as a positive. It hurts.
Blink, blink, blink,
I like it. It works. It works.
Plinko beard flakes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would say probably, I'm going to give it a 9. Not beard flakes or anything like that, just a 9.
Straight 9.
Straight 9.
9.
9
That's
is
a
I
solid.
really enjoyed it. Good choice,
was-
Anthony.
it was excellent.
Thank you
Not-
for listening. Tell your friends when you're out here, make sure you're a guest.
9 hidden messages in there for the psychotic break Jim is having. They're speaking to me. It is. It's interesting. Yeah, Flying Machine Brewing Company, North Carolina,
Wilmington.
Wilmington, North
Yeah.
Carolina.
And it's one of those beers that like, oh man, I wish you were closer.
I know. This is one that if they were close, I would absolutely get on a regular basis. This would be a growler
Yeah.
beer. I would go and fill up a growler and just sip on this throughout the week.
And you said actually that, well, let's give them a shout out that Adroit Theory has got some of their things available up until a
shipment?
certain point. Yeah.
Yeah. Adroit Theory does. Yep. I'll have to look in to see if Flying Machine does. Because if they ship, I would buy from them. But yeah, Adroit does.
Yeah. That will be up there probably in August.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So when are we going to do our road trip?
Let's do it there.
We do need to do that. That would be a great road
so
trip.
Fun.
Yeah.
What if we were like recorded in the car too?
The whole trip, drinking on the way. I'm kidding.
Besides the driver.
Okay.
You guys want to come to a
Who
wedding?
wants to volunteer to be the driver? Not me.
If you guys want to come to a wedding celebration, I could probably make that happen. So that's why I'm going.
Okay. We'll have to look into it. It would be a cool road trip. That'd be a cool place to go visit. We'll have to talk to them, see if we can schedule something and make it happen.
It'll be early August. So, I mean, if you guys are willing to go.
we were going to absolutely be sick on all the different, so we'd try all their smoothie beers and just be like, oh,
Because then it becomes a write-off.
oh, I know.
Do we have a business credit card?
Well, one of us does.
True.
Help, Patreon. Anyway. If you want to pay for our
Do we,
trip
do we have an
to a
expense
brewery.
account?
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe Adroit Theory will help us out. We'll come up and review you right
It would
there.
be so fun to review them.
That would be. Plus, they're heavy metal fans, so I'm
They
like,
are.
Yeah.
all in. We've shared their guy. I forgot his name because it's been a while. I think it's Mike also.
Some of these guys have
we've
to
shared
come to
metal
Nashville.
bands that we like.
Yeah.
So
When we put this up, make sure we tag them.
yeah, we'll do. And I need to go to Wilmington. It's been too long, and I will definitely check this place out too.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Flying Machine Brewing Company, Wilmington, North Carolina. Good excuse to go there. It's going to be warm soon. By the way, they've got like 4 inches of snow. 4 inches of snow when you live at the beach is the equivalent of 4 feet, by the way. But yeah, they got like 4 inches of snow right now, which is wild just to hear. When I was just out of college there, we got like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and that was like earth shattering.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was outside on the sides of the off ramps and the on ramps, the only place where there's any kind of hill, because it's beach, flat. And we're skiing down these things in boxes, basically making cardboard sleds and everything else. So hope everybody does well there. Yeah, check it out. Till next time. Cheers. I saved enough that I can sip on it afterwards. Yeah, that's good stuff.